What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Deadpool 3, aka Deadpool and Wolverine. So the house behind the Disney mouse is ramping up promotion for the next movie, doing a massive 9-minute segment for people at CinemaCon. Sure, we've covered the description here on the channel, and it's been all over the internet, but recently the director has come out and said a lot of things about Deadpool 3. He's like, it's not actually Deadpool 3, it's literally a Deadpool and Wolverine movie. We know that. So the first trailer is coming very soon, apparently. So we're going to break down a bunch of information about Deadpool 3. That's the kind of stuff you're into. Subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, let me know what are you so freaking excited about this movie. The hype is definitely going to be real for this movie from what I'm hearing. So if you could, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on. Also, if you could, become a channel member for less than 99p, less than $1. It helps keep the lights on in the Warstu headquarters. Also, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. I would love to get to 30,000 followers on Instagram one day. Also check us out on Twitter or x.com. G over there. So ever since the CinemaCon panel that Marvel did, Kevin Feige was there, the director was there, so on and so forth, there's been little interviews here and there about what to actually expect from the movie. Obviously it's not coming out to this summer, but the director feels like no one is going to be disappointed. So in a recent interview with Screen Rant, Levy said this. In fact, Levy says the film will be a two-hander between Deadpool and Jackman Wolverine reprising his movie. So he's saying it's not Deadpool 3. Whilst many refer to this film as Deadpool 3 because it's the third Deadpool movie, the director claims it's not a Deadpool movie. He said this. It's a different thing that's very much Deadpool and Wolverine, yeah, hence the title. Levy told Screen Rant at CinemaCon, adding, it's not trying to copycat anything from the first two movies. We well hope so, because that won't work in the MCU. Although this movie doesn't even take place in the MCU. They were awesome, but this is a two-hander character adventure. Yeah, so it's a Deadpool and a Wolverine. Yeah, we get it. He continued, as far as crafting the Deadpool and Wolverine story, I just felt privileged every day because you're talking about two massive movie stars in their most iconic roles. They are massive movie stars, but that does not guarantee a billion-dollar movie, which it doesn't have to be. Every Deadpool movie has financially done very well. So the next comments are very interesting because Disney doesn't do test screenings in the sense of inviting random people. Usually it's employees that work for Disney or Marvel get invited to these screeners, but also you've got to really take it with a pinch of salt, because do you remember when James Gunn said the Flash movie was the greatest comic book movie he's ever seen, and you know how hyperbolic these test screeners are? I truly believe this could be one of the best Marvel movies, if what I've heard are true. So Levy believes the film titled Deadpool and Wolverine will be a great time at the cinema, claiming test screenings of the film have led to extremely promising reactions from audience members. The fact that he used the word screen-ins and not test screening implies multiple people have watched this movie, but like I said, it's most likely going to be people that work for either or Disney, Lucasfilm, or Marvel. So, although I'm not saying he's making it up, I'm saying you have to take this information with a pinch of salt, because so many movies tested great, and then you actually watch the movie, take James Gunn saying that the Flash movie was the greatest comic book movie ever when it wasn't even close to that. I mean, it was okay at best. You just have to take it with a pinch of salt. So this movie will be released on the 26th of July 2024, which is getting closer, and it will be Hugh Jackman Wolverine's last appearance since 2017, when he made the greatest comic book movie ever, which is called Logan. I don't care what anyone says. And I really hope they haven't lied and they don't ruin the death scene. It says in this article, Deadpool and Wolverine will be set before the events of Logan, which is interesting because Logan's set way in the future. So according to the internet, now I don't take any Twitter scoopers as they're factual unless it comes from someone like Alex Perez or Geeky Cast, or Can We Get Some Toast is actually starting to hit a bit more, but I kind of get my information from the same kind of variants of where their info comes from. So there's a few insiders, Daniel RPK, he's hit and miss, but yeah, there's a few insiders who have started to hit the mark. So for some reason, people are saying the first official trailer will come out on May the 6th. Now, the most recent information is they want to get the trailer out in the cinema, in the theater, with Planet of the Apes 4. So that comes out in America on the 10th of May, and it comes out in the freaking UK at the end of May. So the trailer has to come out before Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. So in theory, could come anytime at the start of May, just before that movie comes out. So anyone claiming they have the exclusivity rights, saying they said it first, it's actually hyperbolic, and it's just absolute nonsense, because realistically, the same things with every trailer. People are just guessing, saying, yeah, it's going to come out before this movie comes out because Disney wants to get it in the cinema. Okay, cool story, bro. But you didn't really add any context. So the rumor mill, I have the exclusive mill, the spoiler mill is at an all-time high. It's worth saying this source isn't very good. It's worth saying they've also blocked me. So Holyfield News, they've blocked me on Twitter. Yep. Why have you blocked me? But realistically, so far, their track record's very bad. But let's roll it, because like I say, going over, rumors and stuff, it's fan casting, isn't it? So it's also worth saying, I think Paradox, before we go into this, I think Paradox is going to be one of the overall villains with Casanova as well. Sure, the TVA in Deadpool 3 is secretly the second villain in the film. Kind of obvious. Is that even information? They were using to manipulate Deadpool until he starts to understand what's really going on. I mean, if you've watched the first trailer, this is kind of obvious. In the first trailer, we see Wade fighting the TVA Minutemen, and this is after he finds out their true intentions. Kind of obvious. Like I said, Paradox is a villain. I believe they want to erase the Fox timeline, which will kill Vanessa and his friends, and this is when he will take them down alongside Wolverine. Like I said, it's not really new information. That's kind of a theory. And realistically, if you've watched the first trailer and you've read between the lines, it's kind of obvious where this movie's going to go. I swear some of these scoopers just make up nonsense. That's not a scoop, that's a theory. Of course, the TVA are technically going to be a villain. So you may have seen every single person that makes content in the world talking about Deadpool 3, making out there's going to be some massive Hulk versus Wolverine fight in Deadpool 3. That's not going to happen. But it's even worse than that. So the most recent rumor is you're not going to see it. It's going to be spoken about that Wolverine had some fight with some green thing, which, I mean, referencing a fight with Hulk and Wolverine is going to be the context of Hulk and Wolverine having a fight, but you're not actually going to physically see it. It's just going to be said. I mean, I'll cover anything, lads, but I feel like a lot of people are just making up nonsense to get some traffic about this movie. A rumor teases Hulk and Wolverine, but don't get your hopes up. According to Entertainment Industry Insider, you're giving this person a hell of a name when realistically they're just some random person. Can we get some toast? Deadpool film supposedly contains a mention of a fight between Hulk and Wolverine. Someone familiar with the project claimed that Deadpool and Wolverine will encounter a Wolverine variant during their multiversal travel, who shares that he once fought Hulk. Sadly, for those fans previously convinced Deadpool and Wolverine have a fight in this movie, although I don't understand why anyone thought that was true. Even if that does happen, you're not going to see it. So saying there's some reference to them fighting is kind of nonsense. It's like, yeah, there's a reference to a fight that you're not actually going to ever see. I do like going over this kind of stuff because the rumor mill is so mad to the point where people are just making up absolute nonsense. But like I say, there's certain scoopers you can trust. But why do I go across random rumors to tell you that's absolute nonsense? So this also came out the other day, which made me laugh because I know it's factually fake. Most of the original X-Men actors from the Fox movie will return and wear their comic book accurate suits, similar to X-Men 97. We will see them in the void. No, we're not going to get every single Fox, X-Men, Fantastic Four, Foxverse character in this movie. No, that's not true. It's not even close to true. But this is why I like to debunk stuff and go over stuff. From what I've heard, there is a lot of cameos, sure. But we're not getting every single Fantastic Four Fox character, every single X-Men Fox universe character that's ever appeared in this movie. Don't get me wrong. There are some cool ones that are apparently supposed to be in a movie. Channing Tatum, that's supposed to be true. Henry Cavill as a variant of Wolverine, that's supposed to be true. But even if these do happen, they are literally flash moments. They're not huge cameos. They are tiny cameos if this happens. I know they do have reshoots coming in May, but they're not changing the whole movie. It's minor reshoots, minor pickup shots, etc. and so forth. They're not doing a multiverse of madness where they're going to reshoot the whole movie. That's not going to take place. Like I keep telling you guys, and I want you to keep the receipts, this movie does not finish and does not take place in the MCU. It is a multiversal story. It's got to take place in the multiverse. You know how the Marvels, Captain Marvel 2, the Marvels, ended with Monica going to a different universe where she met Binary and Beast. That's in the multiverse, in a different universe. They need to start moving forward with the multiverse part of this movie. So, I do like to go over the Deadpool 3 rumors, but a lot of them are basically fake, but it's interesting to go over them. So, you've heard a lot of wild rumors about other things as well. So we know Elektra is returning to be in this movie, but according to Alex Perez, Daredevil isn't in this movie. And I think he's the most reliable one there is. I don't understand why Daniel RPK gets so much accreditation when realistically it's Alex Perez who's like the top tier scooper, if you like. There's an explanation and we'll leave it at that. So we're getting Elektra in the movie for sure. That's being confirmed officially by Disney, but we're not getting Daredevil. But he went on to say the following about why Ben Affleck Daredevil isn't in the movie. I wonder why also no Ben Affleck Daredevil isn't physically in Deadpool 3, so call your jets. Interesting, because they're releasing Daredevil on Disney Plus May the 1st. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu, check us on Twitter, WarstuG, and I will be doing a lot more Marvel content coming very, very soon. So please support your boy. So, catch ya in another video very soon. Catch ya later.